I also just got really into DK64 randomizer speedrunning, and that has been an experience. We haven't talked to any of these guys, so let's do that.
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector?
That's
Sure.
probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
I could stand here and drink in that view all day.
Yeah?
When I was test piloting the ship back home, I often did.
I mean, that
Of course,
is what
it
you
took a whole
do.
team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
Yeah?
I get it.
I'm right
Must be
there
a
with
good
you,
story half
Callis.
finished.
Maybe.
The team liked
If
that one of
if
us
I
was
was in
going.
that type of
It
scenario,
felt right
maybe.
after all we went through.
The problem
I
is I
remember
wouldn't
Serena
be in that
debugging
type of
line
scenario, but
2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
any word
Did
on
you
the
hear
arc?
anything about the Ark back in the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
There's Tan.
Cheer up, Callow. We'll always have Director Tan.
That snide little bureaucrat? All the more reason to find the others. I
That's
should get back
fair
to you,
enough, I
but
suppose.
Thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Will do. Thank you, Callow. Email terminal. Facial reconstruction. From Lexi. Rita, I've completed my analysis of the injuries you suffered on Habitat 7 during the fall. Well, both falls. Including the facial damage incurred when your helmet shattered. Those hairline subsurface fractures are mending nicely. If you want to monitor the healing process, there's facial reconstruction suite installed in the Tempest medbay. Exploring harsh environments can take its toll after all. The suite can make any desired adjustment to your appearance quickly and safely. Callow claims the suite runs on antiquated xenon. I think that's one of his little jokes. Lexi. Hello, Subi.
Ah, Pathfinder. It's so wonderful to meet you. I'm Dr. Suvi Anwar, assigned to act as liaison between your crew and the Nexus science team.
You're spying
What
on
do you
me.
mean, liaison?
I mean, that's not usually what liaison means.
Of course
whatever.
not interested in politics. I advise only on the science. I've studied all the planetary scans. I've even had some hands-on experience with Helios soil samples. If you want, I'll send you my analysis.
This all
on the
sounds
native
very
bacteria and microfauna.
exhilarating.
60 pages.
You had a lot of time to do that.
That's a lot of pages. About dirt.
Oh, you don't have to be kind. I know it's barely more than a summary. Anyway, I've waited months to get out there to see Helios. It's why I joined the initiative. The Milky Way was just
60
a corner
pages
of a
of dirt.
vast universe, a corner of a tiny corner.
That
We're
shit's
the ones
crazy.
who got to step out of that corner. It's incredible.
I guarded a mass relay for some time. I always wanted to see the other side.
I totally know what you mean.
So will you be joining us on missions?
Oh, that's funny. Me, out there, with the guns and the danger and everything.
Yeah?
But don't you want to experience everything firsthand? I know I'd want to.
I had an option there, but
Absolutely.
we're not going
I know
to
my
explore
strengths.
that option.
Trust me, I'm far more useful to you in the laboratory. Anyway, I've just received some instructions from the science team, and I really should go over them. Later, then.
Fair enough. Goodbye, madam. We have updates with the Callow chat. You and Callow sometimes chat in your free time. Callow will take any excuse to talk about the Tempest. And then we also have Suvi, resident science officer. She works closely with the research team on the Nexus, analyzing the data you and Sam collect in the field. And apparently I got something here. Oh, bigger ones for these two. Callow chat. was born on Shirkesh, and quoting directly, into a life so boring even you couldn't calculate it. Pushed towards a lucrative but dull bureaucratic career, with Peroi Aerospace, Callow became more interested in flying the starships he was meant to be cataloging. He eventually left Sirkesh for formal pilot training and joined Peroi's competitors as a test pilot. Internal emails show that when the Andromeda Initiative was building teams to develop their survey vessels, Peroi Aerospace warned against recruiting Callow, so fervently that Jian Garson's interest was piqued. Callow claims that the prospect of the initiative was intriguing enough to make him join the Tempest design team, test flying her early prototypes, running stress tests in regions like the Nemean Abyss, and rumor has it, helping to acquire advanced technology. Callow has an acute photographic memory, even by Solarian standards. This may be linked to his unusual motor responses, though he discourages my speculation. Fair enough. Suvi Anwar is a member of the Nexus' science team and holds advanced degrees in astrophysics and molecular biology. In a screening interview, she stated she was from a large, rather boisterous family of 5 children. Her neuroscientist mother and mathematician father exposed her and her siblings to science from a young age, which sparked a lifelong love of the subject. While pursuing her PhD in molecular biology, Suvi was handpicked for a team doing cutting-edge biophysical and cybernetics research. After a year, the team was headhunted by a Black Ops organization for a classified biomedical project. Suvi was extended an invitation but declined, opting to refocus her attention on her own projects. She declares that there was no hesitation on her part in signing up for the Andromeda Initiative, once she learned of its existence, owing to a desire to see and experience more than one small corner of the vast universe. You know, that sounds interesting and all. We'll get into that more, I feel. I have more codex. How do I have more codex? Ships and vehicles. I've already read technology. So I guess it didn't update that. I need to find the little hijack. I also need to talk to everybody. So everybody,
Can you drop by the biolab?
thank you for talking to me, I guess. Let's success. Success. Beautiful. Does that mean this is my failure? Nope, all success. Nice. $78, huh? Alright, November's going there. 84, that's Kilo. 78, that's Victor. All right. Why? This is annoying me. Why is that there? Claim all rewards. I just obtained a lot of shit. One of the big nice things about those missions is the research data. Which I can't do anything with because I'm not level 5, but still.
Our tech lab is an engineer's dream. It's perfect for any delicate
You've already
technical work.
told me that. This is a bio. Oh, hi, Mr. Pyjack. You're who I'm looking for.
Oops. Looks like our Pyjack friend got out of his cage. He'll be fine, won't he? The exercise will probably do him good. Nice place you.
Hello, Cora.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
Damn.
What the hell was that?
I know that look. It's just my biotics reacting to all this.
Fair
I
enough.
don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one before the initiative.
I think we
Some
talked,
things
or no, I read about it already.
like
We hadn't
losing
talked
the
about
old
it.
man.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few
Fair
places
enough.
where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
Did you know Dad
You
Whale?
were his second in command. Were you friends, too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that.
That's fair.
People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
There's a lot of loss going around. Dad, the Golden Worlds.
A friend and mentor who trained you to be a pathfinder. I said I wouldn't get in the way, and I meant it. But I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you? An untrained pathfinder and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers. It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
Fair enough.
So what brought you out to Andromeda?
Biotics like this. Thinking like
As long
a
as she
sorry hunter.
boils over
I never
quickly,
had
that's all that
place.
matters.
Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's
Fair
quiet
enough.
in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
So you have a bunch of people. Yes, Mr. Pyjack. Alright, let's talk to Gil.
Pathfinder rider to engineering? Repeat, rider to engineering.
Hello, Gil.
Pathfinder, making the rounds.
Yep.
Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually.
Could be.
You might want to bow. Otherwise, things might start falling off the Tempest at the most inopportune times.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked
Yeah.
idle too long, you start to drift.
Sounds-
People, same as ships. Stuck
Sounds
on the
about right.
Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the initiative.
It must have been hard.
Seems like life back there was pretty bleak.
I
Not
mean,
gonna lie, it sucked.
it seemed like they
I
were
tend to
gonna
live
die.
The way I work, kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
We're running into all our romance options very quickly.
We're exploring this cluster. Eventually the galaxy. If your purpose is here, we'll find it.
Then the question will be, what will I do with it? In the meantime, you just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Yeah, we can do that, Gil. Thank you. Alright. I have two more people to talk to, and they're both down here. Looks like they're both in their rooms, too. This should be Liam, right? Yep. Guess he never found somebody to help move the couch.
I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omni blade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Right, right. What?
Never mind. BS for the requisition. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked.
Fair
I
enough.
also followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your alliance days much?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy urban search terrain 1? Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but...
Excuse me, I
hustle
cannot
was much
stop
better than
yawning. I
patch.
do not know why.
All
I
civilians,
actively
tired vets,
don't know other than
shits
I
on me.
woke up an hour
I
ago.
was fiercely bearded. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I
Fair
wanted
enough.
adventure and mystery at the edge of known space. There was so much to see. Seems like a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
Why not?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
I hoped my Alliance career would lead to adventure, exploring, hunting dangers in the dark. Didn't
Fair enough.
happen. Couldn't. But here, everything's new. And I want to see it all.
Ah, I don't hear idealist a lot. Everyone's cynical.
Back at you, Costa. Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story.
Yeah?
But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
Yeah.
If it all goes wrong, it could feel like we left for no reason.
I know why I'm here. A bad start can't change that. I won't let it. In
That
crisis
is
response,
fair.
I focus on essentials. That's you and this team. Pathfinder leads to planets, leads to people. You've got your part covered. You got this. I'll do my damnedest to help with the rest.
I got you, Jacob. Or... You're not Jacob this game, but Liam. That'll probably happen a lot when I compare people, to be fair. I do like Liam a lot. Like, in terms of the spot he fills on the crew, I like Liam a lot more than, like, Caden or
I'll talk to someone.
Ashley or
Use you on the
Jacob.
comms.
Or James.
Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Hello.
Let me guess. Little sister?
Who are you calling little?
Look, kiddo, gotta go.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
Nope, you get nothing.
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
I mean, it is what it
I
is.
would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. Sure, I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really here to work. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been
I mean, I
fighting
like
for
that.
months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
Wow, that's some laser focus.
Yeah? Was it too much? Some people get intimidated.
Nah.
We need that sort of drive. I just hope I can keep up.
You'll keep up. And I promise I won't tell if you don't. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
We didn't ever tackle Garrus on stream because, you know, we were playing Male Shep and we weren't allowed to do that. But Vetra's probably my favorite crew member of the entirety of Andromeda. So this just works out. Any new info on the board? Dinner tonight, no entry. Sorry, everyone. I forgot we were taking turns, and half the rations aren't unpacked yet. Callow. Got you covered, Callow. There's soup in the galley, dextro and levo for me, and a fruit cocktail. Vetra. And to think we might have left port without you. Fantastic.
You're not here.
Hello, Lexi.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on the Hyperion looking after your sister.
Fair enough.
You know Sarah's the good one.
I had a
think you're
feeling it was
done for
Lexi
trouble.
anyway.
Hold still.
Ow!
She
Sorry.
poked me.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
You'll be good.
Couldn't be in better hands.
I just stabbed you.
We all have off days.
I always
I love
hoped to
Lexi
work
as
in the
well, though,
field,
by the way.
but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess
But
this
she's
is
not
my
an option.
opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here,
What?
a Ket corpse. For autopsy, a live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the cat?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
Oh, she is an option. Oh, it's fine.
That's a very specific topic.
I grew up on Omega.
I thought she
lots of
wasn't
Krogan
an option.
mercenaries.
Hold on.
The best habitat outside Tuchanka. But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats his vegetables.
She's not listed. Yeah, she's not listed, so you kind of just get to it's like Samara. It's there to throw you off. I have a lot of shit now. Ooh. Oh, it's the Falcon. Never mind. The Valkyrie might be good. 2-round burst, standard issue. Grenade launcher. Codex. Cora, learning about her background. Excited the prospect of researching the Ket. Daunted by working in the field. Describes herself as someone who gets things done, committed to your mission and the Pathfinder's team's success. The fact that she brought her sister Sid with her to Andromeda might have something to do with her dedication. Alright, well. Veteran Nix. The Andromeda Initiative's records on Veteran Nix are sparse. She states that she is from Palaven, but also disclosed that she is not recognized as a formal citizen of Turian society. Never having entered boot camp, it appears she left Palaven at an early age and spent most of her life on the outer reaches of council space, never settling down in one place. Vetra was recruited into the initiative by Nakmor Kesh. Good God. Alright. Recruited by Nakmor Kesh, who lists her as a business associate and recommended her on the basis of her street smarts, adaptability, and familiarity with most weapons. Vetra's only other recorded family is her sister, Sidera Nix, who accompanied Vetra on the journey to Andromeda on board the Nexus. A footnote in Vetra's file indicates that she may have been part of an unnamed mercenary band that was hired to steal sensitive military secrets from a base on Benet. The culprits are never caught. So she's good at what she does, which is great. Technical Officer Gil Brody is the chief engineer aboard the Tempest. I almost said the Nexus, because the Nexus is on the next line, and I skipped ahead with my brain. I don't know why. Anyway, After traveling to Andromeda aboard the Nexus, records show that Gil was woken from stasis roughly a year ago to assist with construction efforts before prepping the Tempest itself. There are no records of Gil's early life. He explains he was an undocumented street kid from one of the Earth's megapolis cities. Though unschooled, Gil likely showed a remarkable aptitude for mathematics and spatial reasoning since at 10. He often broke into local scrapyard to dismantle and repair destroyed shuttle engines. In time, he was caught and sentenced to a steady job. Gil's mechanical expertise eventually drew him off-world to numerous colonies across the Milky Way. His unconventional work drew the attention of veteran Nix, who agrees she was always on the lookout for new contacts. Vetter claims she persuaded Gil to join the initiative. Gil claims he won Vetter's initiative clearance in a poker game and exchanged it for a guaranteed seat alongside with his friend Jill. He remains an invaluable member of the Tempest crew. Lexi Tapero. Although young by Asari standards, Lexi Tapero is regarded as one of the most skilled doctors in the Andromeda Initiative. Born on the crime-ridden space station Omega, Lexi began her medical career by stitching up her father, a Turian bouncer at the Afterlight nightclub, where her mother was also employed as a dancer. In her screening interviews, Lexi states her parents' dream was for her to get off this rock and live a life worth talking about. Following her parents' wishes, Lexi left Omega to continue studying medicine, as well as psychology on the Citadel, where she eventually met Harry Carlyle. Carlyle convinced her to join the initiative as the Hyperion's physician, although there was some confusion around assigning an Asari to the human arc. Lexi's credentials and expertise in alien anatomy quickly silenced any concerns. By her own admission, Lexi is a workaholic. On or off the table, I have a hard time not dissecting people. Figuratively, of course. One of her many goals in Helios is to improve her bedside manner and learn to appreciate the moment. So, yeah, Gills was just teaching us about what kind of person he is. The closest I could compare him to, like, personality-wise, would be James Vega. Very, in the dirt and with with the grunts. Whereas Lexi is, like, the doctor who doesn't know how to be... I wanted to say a doctor, but that's not true. It's like, just, she needs a personality. More ship bullshit. Laboratories. The Tempest is equipped for long-range survey and scientific studies, which are carried out at the ship's two main labs. The biolab is equipped to hydroponically grow both Milky Way and Andromeda plant life for research and consumption. The plants also clean the ship's air and generate a modest amount of oxygen. Sealed observation chambers are set up to study small fauna, sequence genetic material, or simulate bacterial growth in carefully controlled conditions. All biomatter entering or leaving the lab is subjected to additional quarantine measures. The tech lab is used for engineering and technical studies, spectral analysis using laser apparatus, and for analyzing the capabilities of discovered technology. New minerals or metals can be subjected to additional resistance testing before being used in the Tempest's research center. Because of the potential volatility of new materials, the tech lab is equipped with heavy radiation shielding, can be sealed off in an emergency. Nice. Alright, so we got a bunch of shit. Miss Tapero. I want to go back down here real quick because apparently... I don't know where it is, actually. I guess I don't have access to it yet because they haven't even brought it up. Respec station, crew quarters, Pathfinder room, cargo bay. We're on the bottom floor, so that doesn't tell me everything. Engineering, research room, hijack, biolab, tech lab, escape pods, airlock. The armor locker is at the airlock. That's what I'm looking for. Which we gotta head back up this way anyway for that. And then top floor has the VidCon, which I kind of want to look at before we leave anyway, to see if there's anything there. I don't think there will be. I don't think there'll be anything in my room either, but we're gonna check it. Look at that view. It's beautiful. I have music. Interesting way to do music. Reminder to writer from Cora. Thanks for talking. Things feel better, though they don't feel fixed yet. Remember to take time for yourself too. Work's important, but so is time to grieve. Grief and fear cannot rule you. Let them be your faithful servants, protective of their mistress. Loss serves a huntress like fuel serves fire. S. There's 12 Leaves, verse 132. Cora. P.S. Plants are coming along. Sam and I are learning about botany together. Interesting times. Proud to be here. To writer from Liam. Hey Pathfinder. Just hitting this point again. Our team? No place I'd rather be. Here's where we get to fix things. As soon as we have people on the ground, I'll have eyes on how to get them what they need. This sort of just make it happen is why I joined Hustle T1. And exactly why I came here. We'll do it, Costa. Liam has included a list of media themed to frontiers. Genres include westerns, space opera, and oddly, Turian historical dramas. You're the boss. To writer from Vetra. Pathfinder. I thought I ought to clarify. I know I said something about back channels, doing what I have to do. Being on the Nexus during the bad times, a lot of us got used to a lot of ugly things, because survival just isn't that pretty. But in the end, I'm here to help you. So if there's anything you don't like, I won't do it. Simple as that. Vetra. My paper! Dear writer, I've attached my paper on Helios soil, in case you were looking for some light bedtime reading. Once again, I'm so honored to be here. Suvi. Server message. The attachment, Helios Pedology, and Sanwar, has been categorized as spam and is now quarantined. That's fantastic. In case you're interested, to writer from Lexi. Attachment, Krogan Virility and Aggression. Writer, attached is my Krogan thesis that I mentioned to you. I know, only 500 pages, but I wasn't allowed to go over. If you get through it, I wrote a longer dissertation for the Citadel Journal of Medicine, around 1400 pages. That's much more insightful and includes mating diagrams. Lexi, I don't want to know how in-depth you got into learning how Krogan, do the deed, but thank you for that. I'm sure the BioWare teams for Mass Effect thought about this extensively, considering...
We haven't really spoken since orientation, have we?
It's all been so hectic, but I'm sure things will quiet down soon.
Considering how often they talk about how often they go at it, the Krogan. Loadout station. This is what I've been looking for. All right, so the loadout screen allows you to choose your equipment and squad mates. Your equipment and squad mates before embarking on a mission. Cool. I'm gonna wear this hammer. And then... Wait, I only have 2 weapon slots. I need combat fitness 3. Got it. Well, assault rifle, we're gonna put the Pioneer on. And then I want to mod it if I have mods. AR barrel. And... penetration. Clip size. Clip size would be cool. I think I want penetration. And then snipper rifles. What does weight do to me? Power. It's still power recharge. Okay, cool. Do I? I don't know if I want the snipper. I think I do. I just don't have any mods for it yet. Then Add the scavenger gear. There's no reason not to wear the scavenger gear. This had a slot thing on it, but I don't have mods anyway. Encounter XP would be cool, but all of this is even better because now my weapon weight went down. My power recharge is better. Cool. I have consumables. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna forget about the consumables immediately. So I have three squad mates I don't know yet. I'm taking Vetra. Unknown. I don't remember what that slot is. And now we have more codec bullshit. Weapons and armor mods. Andromeda Initiative equipment is designed to be modular and adaptable to any situation. Weapons and armor, in particular, are built with the understanding that they will be customized multiple times in the field over their operational lifetime. Gun modifications can be purchased from appropriate locations or recovered in the field. Each weapon's targeting computer also contains an adaptive integration VI that analyzes a mod on installation, adjusts the weapon's balance, heatsink requirements, and ammunition block accordingly, and sends a list of any additional components to the user's OmniTool for manufacturing. The process typically only takes a few minutes. I bum rushed that because I wanted to remember where it was. As we had an issue, not an issue, but we couldn't find what the fuck I was looking for previously. Alright. I'm gonna sell things that I don't need. So first we're gonna go buy weapons. This is buying. Hold on. I don't want to buy anything. Alright. Pistols. I'm going to keep whatever pistol I would use, obviously. I'll keep the Valkyrie for... Well, no, I don't need it. Pathfinder D-Bat. I'm going to keep the... Well... Lower weight. One shotgun, same rate of fire. More max ammo, less... I think I'm just going to keep the katana. Don't need any of that. Don't need that. I don't need 2 mags. I don't need the scope. I don't need that. I don't care. And then we've got initiative helmet. I don't need the initiative. I don't need the initiative gear at R. At R? At all. Then we only had those consumables. We have some resources that I'm not going to sell. Unknown and special items that I'm not going to sell. Alright, cool. I want to go up to the VidCon now, and then we'll leave. Finally. No calls at this time. Understood. Alright. We're in it now. We usually won't have that much going... Well, I can't say that because we always do. Why is that exclamation pointed? I don't understand. Anyway, we finished Shanghi. And we haven't gone to Pfeiffer yet. Pfeiffer's got an exclamation point on it. I don't know what that means.
This is about as far as the Nexus surveyors could get before, well...
Let's see what's waiting here.
That's the plan.
Anomaly on sensors.
Anomaly on sensors. I see it. Probe that bitch.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Alright, well, I want to know what this is. We're near a black hole. Even at a distance, the black hole presents a risk to onboard systems. The accretion disk is composed of the remains of at least one solar system. Caution advised. Well, caution has been advised. Thank you. Let's hit the asteroid, I guess. Aluminium deposit. Corvath. Honestly, I don't know which game has had the best space exploration. They all kind of worked for what they were doing, right? I feel like this one could have taken... Okay, so, like, the Mass Effect 2 one was probably the most extensive. Mass Effect 3's is a step backward, but only because it makes sense for the game, because the Reapers are invading, right? I feel like this game could have taken more from Mass Effect 2 in that regard and given us a mineral scanning system, because that's the whole idea, is gathering resources. But I mean, if we have nowhere to take the resources beyond the Nexus, what's the point, I guess? I don't really know what their logic was there. Like, this one's not bad, but it's closer to ME1, which didn't have scans at all. Like, our scans are essentially just staring at the planet to make sure that we've seen it. And we can read about it and stuff, but, you know, we're not getting anything from any of this knowledge. Anyway, we didn't find the science vessel, so that's cool. We're heading out. The little cutscenes are nice, but, you know, when you're doing this over and over and over again, it is what it is. You're going to want to skip it.
First entered Helios?
Heck of a wake-up call. Anomaly detected.
No shit, the Scourge is right there.
Deploying probe. Getting a scan. Shuttle spotted. Drifting. It sustained catastrophic electrical damage.
Yeah, that makes sense for where it's at.
That's the research vessel Dr. Aridana informed us of. There are no life...
Well, we hit level 4.
She'll want to know.
We scanned it, and we got some remnant research data. We still don't actually know what the remnant research data is for. But it is what it is.
I'm picking up something.
Anomaly detected. What did you get me?
Satellite detected.
Satellite. Standard monitoring satellite. Its registration shows it was deployed accidentally from Hyperion during its collision with the Scourge. Oh, we got some Milky Way data. So that's cool. So I do need some of that. Vinland. Saga. Still need to watch that series. Holy shit.
Anomaly on sensors.
Another anomaly on sensors. Where the fuck? Oh, it's literally the hole.
Deploying probe. We've got a crater.
I love that this is the anomaly. Possibly the scourge meteorite still contains valuable resources. We got resources. Nice. We've scanned 11 planets so far. Helloland.
I'm picking up something.
Damn, we're getting anomalies left and right.
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Give me that aluminum. You are here. Forgot that it did that. Anomaly on sensors. Nope, not this time. Nothing from Markland. Alright. We could go turn that in, but I'm not going to head back to the Nexus just for one pickup. We already did that with the Pyjack. But that wasn't just one pickup. We also had the interview.
System Pythias. Andromeda Initiative Habitat 1. Designated EOS.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
It was supposed to be an easy first step. Until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why has Sam altered frequency detection?
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of EOS.
We'll get there at some point. Shut up.
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
I'm busy. Iron. A lot of iron. Okay, cool. Let's go to H60. No anomaly on H60. What about H276?
I'm picking up
That looks like a satellite or something. Satellite?
satellite detected.
Scientific satellite, monitoring satellite launched by early explorers, abandoned when settlement failed. Give me that data. Nanook. Why is this one named when the other ones are like designations? Pele. Konzu. Why are these named when the two in the middle were designations? I don't understand. Did they give up?
Anomaly on sensors.
Anomaly on sensors? Is it this crater? No. It's this deposit.
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
It's so nice that the deposit is so big that it just fucking acnes the earth. I already grabbed it, right? Yeah. You have unused skill points. I know I have unused skill points. I haven't landed. I haven't needed to use my skill points. Thank you, though. Pele. Alright, off to Eos. Go away, random AI bot. Alright, we're here.
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7.
We have
Possible
3 tests.
atmospheric manipulation.
First murder, lost brother,
We'll find out.
and better
If it is
beginning.
like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the cat.
Alright, well, we're landing. It does give us our loadout. So that's cool. Let's go.
See you on the ramp.
Ready, Freddy? Hope we're all that ready. Callow, all right?
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Amazing.
The board, spinning up the compensators.
Thank you, Suvi.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months.
I'm not gonna lie.
Said a lot of people had their hopes.
This planet and one other planet are what I really remember, and that's about it. Like in terms of like what's going on in the game.
Never know how that
Because I think this is where I end up spending the most time.
Sorry. You okay?
It's all good.
I think I'm still messed up by what happened with my dad.
There hasn't been much time to process it.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
we gotta get to work.
I mean, I think I'm still feeling it. Like... hearing things. Other than Sam.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
You shouldn't be telling us this stuff. It's very concerning.
Take us down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
That specifically? You have a weird sense of desires, Suvi.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
We got this. Right?
Don't we have a shuttle for things like this?
Hell.
Welcome to the desert.
There. Set us down at this nav point.
I don't know how long we'll play Andromeda today, because I kind of want to play Hogwarts Legacy 2. I also wasn't really feeling either one of them when I got on, but I am waking up, so we'll see. We might play it all day. I don't know. Might do something that's short. I don't know. Probably not, though. Search Site 1's main control building.
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounters.
On my way.
They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
They didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make Eos home.
My brain has forgotten how to well, we've landed. Eos. Designated Habitat 1 was the earliest golden world identified for outpost placement. Named for the Greek goddess of dawn by Gian Garson personally, Eos embodied the hope of Andromeda initiative for a new start. Upon arrival, the Nexus discovered that a world projected to be arid but comfortably habitable was now ravaged by radioactive fallout from the Scourge. The planet's atmosphere is racked by storms that have spread the radiation across the continents. Periodic 130 km/h winds strip equipment, damage shuttles. Reports from the Nexus include a sanitized account of 2 attempts to colonize the planet, both of which ended in failure, and an unacceptable loss of life. There is also a significant Ket presence on Eos, apparently investigating mysterious signals on the surface. Eos is now off limits to unauthorized Nexus personnel, as the Nexus leadership believe it is no longer viable. We do need to level up. So I do need to level this up to level 3. And then level 4. Or 5. Eventually. I have 2 points. I might want to save them, but also I think I'll just throw them into assault rifles and snipers because I am going to use those the whole time. Vetra has 2 points. Let's get her shields up, I guess. Then Liam also has 2 points, so let's get his health up. Alright, so I was planning to look at game. What I'm looking for is how to what? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong fucking button. Alright, that'll work. Something I do need to do right here.
Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
And we'll know where to look for that signal.
Yes, Vetra. Guns complete.
This analysis provides us with important research data, Pathfinder. If you continue to scan and collect this data, we can utilize it to develop new technologies and upgrades for equipment, such as your weapons and armor.
Cool. Datapad. Log Chief Engineer Grace Ludo. New entry. Specialist Kothari needs to stop navel-gazing about the monoliths and whoever built them. We need that speculating mind of his. If it doesn't grow food, stop wind, or get special Project Sigma done, it's not worth our time right now. His team is looking at the big structures, and they'll do good work, but I tagged his runner just in case. Vehicle tracking code, Grace Delta 9, and log. I'll take some lithium.
Got a code lock key.
That should help get us in.
Okay. Initiative helmet. I'll take that. I don't know how much the money's gonna help me versus, like, the materials, if I'm being honest. Am I being why did she jump?
On the move.
Anyway. No relevant data. Is this where I needed to go? Nothing over here. I'll be using the scanner a lot because we do on our research points. Like... I saw that. Hold on.
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or get...
Huh. Guess that ship wasn't Ket then. They don't knock.
Hello.
There are people here? We thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage.
Who are
The
you?
spot's taken.
So you're a salvager. Got a name? I'm Ryder.
Clancy. Making an honest living by... Wait, Ryder? As in Pathfinder? The Nexus just can't let EOS go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help EOS. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
I got it.
Help me with the power
I'm not
relay,
worried about
and
the
I'll take
Ket.
care of the Ket.
You're crazy. Though maybe it's a good crazy. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
Alright, well...
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that right now. I'm gonna ignore the generators entirely because I have shit to look at. Vehicle is mostly stripped. I probably can't go into any of the buildings yet.
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
I understand. I don't like it, but I understand. Container. Rivets.
Moving.
I keep doing dumb shit.
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power too. Like the console said. Let's head to the relay station.
I'm not worried about that right now. Shut up. Interesting. Play audio log.
Sandstorms, radiation. What the hell was Addison thinking sending us here? Eos might have looked great back in the Milky Way, but up close, it's a hellscape.
Yeah. I mean, you were looking at it, what, 600 years before you left?
Put on a brave face for the rest of the team, but I can't shake the
So, like, 1,200 years before you actually... You know what I mean? Like, you had no idea. Log outpost.
Partial log, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
So we're not the only ones interested in what happened here.
Let's check out this relay tower.
Anyway, message from Nick Theniopoulos. People are talking here, saying that EOS isn't viable, that things aren't going like they expected. I think you should come back. I know what you're trying to say. I didn't sign up for the initiative to stay trapped in a floating tin can, and I promise you can have your adventure. Later, when they've had more time to plan for your safety. Mom told me to make sure you don't get in over your head, and that's what I'm doing. At least think about it, for me. I check in more often. I started to adopt Mom's worry. I already chewed through the nail of my pinky finger. It's up to you whether I keep the rest of my nails intact. Love you. Hello? Sorry to bug you again. I requested an update on Leah Wells a few days ago, and I haven't heard anything back. On my end, it looks like the message wasn't even opened. Is everything okay there? Get back to me as soon as you can. Tell Leah to message me back. Okay, I've already been in here. This door is locked. I guess I could go do that.
Look at this place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in Eos's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we went outside Site 1's perimeter?
That would not be advised.
Yeah, probably not.
Another code, like we already found.
Log botany analysis. Botany consultant Allison May. What are you hiding, Eos? The plants exhibit sporadic hypergrowth. despite an environment that can sandblast paint. I'm starting to suspect an electromagnetic trigger. I detected a signal of some kind. Definitely alien, and that's not my field. Uncertain if deliberate. Vector noted. End log.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo. Maybe by the time they wake her up, I'll know what to say.
Well, that sucks. But, you know, that is the risk they took.
I think this is for purifying water.
And the storms pushed it around like a kid's toy.
Well, there's no way into that building, like ever. So we will move on. You know what's really disturbing? Oh, maybe not. We'll see. Did I already come through here? I did. I already scanned that thing, so we're basically where I was.
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Alright, let's go.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location.
Alright, I gotta go up here to manually turn this bitch on. Look at those weird ass trees. They're great. Does that mean the cat are here?
Our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he used his clearance to sneak off the station. Make some credits on the side.
Ballsy.
Sounds about right. I will scan everything.
Generator interface possible. Location marked.
Alright. Time for our friends to appear. Alright. They're down.
They weren't kidding about the cat.
The power relay station is ready for activation.
Cool, thank you.
Pathfinder.
I got a sniper rifle upgrade, that's cool. Or mod, rather. Making our way back up to this dude to turn on. I don't know why that becomes the shit every time. But here we are. Opens the door. Hello.
You took down all those cat? Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride.
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
Cool.
Didn't get around to salvaging it yet?
I tried. It ain't that simple. Might be easier for a Pathfinder, though. We're headed
It's
to our
mine.
ship. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Yeah.
We'll take it from here.
I
Go
guess
back home.
Crazy Blue has to buy her parts from someone else.
Crazy Blue. That is an interesting name. I need information on this Crazy Blue. Sorry, Comlink. And power relay controls are
Power
on.
restored. We should have access to everything in Site 1 now, right, Sam?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
Fuck yeah.
That almost feels like a lead. Damn right it's worth investigating.
It helped make Habitat 7 a little less shit.
Levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
That's the
All the
goal.
more reason to see if that alien structure can make a difference to this planet. Come on. We better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
Viability acquired. EOS viability is currently at 7%.
Investigate the nearby buildings.
Oh, now I can go in the buildings, so I want to do that. Anything for me to scan? Oh, I've already been in this one. Never mind. I haven't been in this one, though. Open this door. Anything to scan?
If walls could talk.
Actually, with enough sensory data, I might be able to reconstruct an image of the past.
Oh, that's fun.
Wait, you can do that?
Normally, it would be impossible, but since this is an initiative building, I have access to a multitude of data and arrays.
Let's give it a shot.
I could
Cool.
provide analysis via the scanner.
Anna Farthingale and Zed Wilcox. Both deceased. Well, that's interesting. Anyway. Omnigel canister. I think that's the only things I could see in here. Anyway. This building. That's a container I didn't get. I'll take that nickel. This is the building I was already in. Fuck. I think most of the buildings were actually accessible already. I want to know what's in this one. Terminal. Log supply situation. Technician K. Farthingale. They divided the rations again. Tonight's menu, soup with a couple of crackers each. Hope we're not too hungry to prop up the south building tomorrow. But there's nothing else for it. Can't forage because the weather's deadly. Can't grow crops in those winds. And the Nexus can't feed us and themselves. No, don't think about it. There's talk going around of getting back to the Nexus. But if we can't find an answer, who can? We dared to put our bootprints here. We were first. Me and Theo promised to stick it out. Even if we end up being the last. And you won't be, but...
All these challenges, and the colonists still tried to tough it out.
Nobody told them what they were in for.
Sam and I could have helped them. This won't happen again.
Never again. We're here. Can I get into this building? No. But we are here. Open up.
Special requisition, all-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad, 6-wheel drive, jump jets, just what you need.
Cool.
I might be drooling a little bit.
This
I see.
must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot.
Give me a minute, because I found another... Oh, okay.
Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
That's big.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
Now we're doing it
We're
again.
not scavenging anymore. This is how we rebuild.
Someone else agrees. This research center was used recently to monitor the alien signal.
Interesting.
This gives us the tools to find the source, and maybe whoever else is looking.
Alright, well, datapad. Log from Foreman Adriano Fonesca. Tried out the new pin design on the shelters today. Only time will tell if they actually hold tighter when the next storm rolls over. At least it should be easier to find the pieces this time. Shorty's pitching for an evac back to the Nexus. Too many cat, not enough water, no hope, he says. I'd rather sell supplies and sleep on the deck than lie awake listening to the storms one more night. Can't say I disagree. Losing 3 of my guys to the Ket made me wonder about leaving too. But I asked him what I asked myself. What's back on the Nexus for Pioneers? Isn't EOS what we signed up for? It has to be. End log. Sorry, comlink and dampening coils. Hey. Got some EZO, and then we've got this terminal. Activate power relay.
The research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering the required components.
Where is my Widow? Widow! Black Widow! Fuck yeah. I'm not level 5 yet. But I can now make a Widow. I can't, but I can. I got a lot of shit now. We'll come back to that after break. Alright, so where are we at?